Alright guys, so in this video, let's talk about Crystal Gems. So if you guys haven't watched the update breakdown or the update trailer, or haven't watched any of the other YouTubers or community inside of social media talk about it, Crystal Gems are going to be essentially the new magic candies that the ancients, legendary, and dragons are going to be taking advantage of. And in this particular update, we are getting them for Black Pearl as well as Sea Fairy. So they are going to be getting an updated skill as well as some buffs based on the Ascension, which is the part that a lot of players are complaining about, and a lot of players are stating that it is pay to win. Alright, but let's quickly talk about in this particular section of the video just exactly what Crystal Gem is and what the requirements are going to be, and etc. So Crystal Gems are basically going to be magic candies, and you're able to see the skills and effects once you guys get your cookies all the way up to level 50 without the Hall of Ancient Heroes, and you'll be able to see their skills and details before crafting them, just like you guys are able to do with epic magic candies. Alright, so basically you also do have some extra buffs that you're able to get. It's going to be the rally effect, where if you do choose them as a leader, you're going to be able to get some extra rally effects for your cookies inside of your team. Alright, and then also on top of all of that, you also do have this quote-unquote ascended effect, which is unlocked after you guys make your magic candy all the way up to level 15, or Crystal Gem in this case, all the way up to level 15, and it will unlock benefits or effects based on the number or level of ascension that you guys have on Sea Fairy or Black Pearl. And I'll get into the details of that later on. But right now for Sea Fairy Cookies Crystal Gem, you're going to be able to see that the rally effect is increased water type attack damage of all allied cookies. And then the Crystal Gem effect is Sea Fairy Cookie's overwhelming feeling towards the moon, empower her abilities to control the sea. Whenever she uses her skill, she will gain a stack of tidal waves, and upon gaining 2 stacks, the skill will become enhanced, summoning an enormous wave that deals damage, pushes the enemies back, and stuns them. And Sea Fairy Cookie will also increase the crit damage of allies who can deal water type damage, and the first Sea Fairy Cookie skill used in the battle will become enhanced. And you're going to be able to see that there's the Ascended effect here. So Ascended 1, stun duration from her skill goes up. Second Ascension, you get some extra damage resist. So third Ascension with Soaring Compassion summons another water stream, attacking the target with the highest attack. And the fourth Ascension, some crit damage up. And fifth Ascension is gonna be the attack up here. Alright, so right here, I don't know if this is gonna be the case or whether this image that you guys are able to see is going to be the case. So if you guys look at the image right over here, you're able to see that the first Ascension is true. All right, you gain an extra, I believe in my opinion, 0.5 seconds when the Ascension is at 1 star. And then if you guys look at this, you can see that second Ascension, it says damages and stuff, but the image actually shows that crit percentage is being increased by 3%. Alright, and then the third one is going to be that she's gonna summon another tidal wave, alright, or another stream of water, and the amount of damage it's going to do. And then the crit damage up and attack up, of course, it seems like the percentage is gonna be around, in my opinion, 3%, which is going to be very minimal, but it's gonna make a difference in the top ranks. All right, so let's talk about that later on, but we do have Black Pearl as well. And for her, rally effect is damage resist, bypass the skill attack of all allies, which is really nice. Her effect is Black Pearl Cookie's hatred is deeper than the ocean, and the Sovereign of the Dusk's Gloom Sea will decrease her target's crit percentage with her skill and gain stacks of hatred during the battle. At maximum stack, her skill will become enhanced. For each ally cookie defeated, Black Pearl Cookie will gain an increased number of hatred stacks. The enhanced skill will now trap its targets in water cage. It will not do the insta-kill in this particular case, guys, and it's going to deal periodic damage for the duration of the water cage. Additionally, tornadoes will appear at the center of the whirlpool, dealing extra damage. And her Ascension buff here is tornadoes will bring enemies towards the center faster. The Black Pearl Cookie's HP is up, hit from tornado is up, as well as Black Pearl Cookie's attack and crit damage is up. And it seems like when it comes to the flat out percentages, it's going to be a very minimal stat, which again is going to matter a lot more when you guys are in the top ranks compared to in the lower ranks. Because you know you'll see a lot less of the ascended cookies. All right, so with the skill effects and ascension effects out of the way, I want to kind of address why this is pay to win and how much it will actually affect the players, all right, a majority of the players inside of the arena. So first, without a doubt, the crystal gems are going to be pay to win, and it is, in my opinion, their alternative to making money for this particular update, because they are not releasing a new cookie with a super epic banner. So because there's no one to actually, pull for, that's going to be for a new cookie, right? You're not pulling for a new cookie and you're doing a rerun. They wanted players who actually want to follow every single meta, all right, and not have the fear of missing out, which is FOMO. They want them to spend a little bit more money to pull on these legendary reruns, all right, to take advantage of these minimal buffs, all right? So again, yes, it is pay to win. Of course, it's going to be pay to win. Any magic candies in this game is going to be pay to win, because with money, you're able to upgrade it along faster, and you're able to gain the little buffs that it comes with every single time you upgrade them. All right, how much is it going to affect the players inside of the arena? The lower ranks are going to have a lot less effect of these magic candies or these crystal gem. The reason why I say this is because with the new arena split, the ranks are going to be split up into way more different ranks. And that means that you're going to be able to verse players that are going to be in your own level, all right? Or at least you'll verse players more often in your own level. For example, while you're in Master 3, you're not going to be versing somebody who's close to Master 2 and have a gap difference of almost 40%. Because right now, Master 3 to Master 2 is from 50% to 10%, which is an insane gap, which you're going to be able to sometimes see, which honestly does seem very, very unfair. However, because of the new ranking split, this is going to allow you to verse players more towards your rank. And, in those ranks, for a lot of the free-to-play players who are not chasing after every single meta and are, in my opinion, not able to, are going to not see a lot of these insanely high ascended cookies in their list of attack and hopefully in their defense as well. But however, for the free-to-play players or light spenders who are chasing after the meta, who have been playing for a while and maintaining their higher ranks, then in my opinion, good luck to you guys. You're going to have to learn the matchups, and that is where you're going to feel the difference between pay to win as well as free to play. The heart is there, and just like always, it's going to be the case. I'm sure you guys are already trying your hardest, and you guys are dedicated and actually doing it, and I applaud you guys for your effort. All right, but the thing, in my opinion, that needs to change, aside from the ascension part, all right, is going to be right over here in the crafting section. And if you guys know, and if you guys look at the screen, the amount of materials that you guys actually need to upgrade, all right, these crystal gems is enormous. All right, the amount of soul essence, the amount of crystals, all right, the sugar crystals, the swiftness crystals, as well as arcane crystal in this case, and the amount of materials, the resident ingredient you need additional to the coin, is going to be enormous. And the thing about this particular one is that if you guys do upgrade it and you guys do fail, some of the materials used will be returned, except it's not going to be all, guys. All resident ingredients will be returned, but some of the soul essence and sugar crystals are returned, which means that if you fail, you're not going to be able to upgrade your crystal gem with the same amount of materials right away. If you guys fail multiple times, then you might run out of materials and you might need to go and farm it again in order to try and upgrade your crystal gem. So in my opinion, right now, the biggest thing that needs to change is going to be this portion right over here. That's going to affect everybody, and that's going to stress out everybody. And the thing that they also need to add right now is, with the amount of magic candies and with the amount of now crystal gems coming out into the game, the thing that they need to add is ways to farm the sugar crystals, swiftness crystals, arcane crystals, as well as soul essences for players, especially for the players who have not been able to clear master mode, who have not been able to go and max out cream puff inside of the guild gacha. For those players who just don't have the ability to obtain these sugar crystals as well as the soul essences, that is going to be a bigger portion that is going to affect you more, all right, than the actual ascension portion of this magic or crystal gem. So in my opinion, that is something that I think they should really focus on, especially with 2 magic candies coming out, all right, for Parfait and Mango that use Arcane Crystal, and now they're making one for Sea Fairy to use Arcane Crystals. They really need to allow players to farm these, all right, so it's easier to actually upgrade, all right, and even just try to get to that level 15 to maybe take advantage of the ascension buff or not. So in my opinion, if I had to complain about this particular one, the number one thing is going to be farming the materials. They're doing a great job right now in trying to allow players to farm more skill powders, but now the another issue that comes up is going to be the sugar crystals, as well as the soul essences that are going to be required for this particular crystal jam. And then second would be, yes, for the free-to-play players or the live spenders, the little ascension differences are going to make the difference, all right, which is minor, but it's still going to make a difference. But still, it's not going to affect as many players, in my opinion, inside of the arena as much as it would for this particular case with the materials that are required to actually craft those. That's going to actually affect every single player a lot. All right, so again, good luck to the top players who are free to play light spenders, who are going to get hit the hardest with this update. But besides that, the update itself, it seems like a really good update overall. So I don't think you should say the update itself is pay to win, but this particular little section of the update is pay to win, which in my opinion, every single update has that little section that is pay to win. But the overall update, I'm very excited, and I'm excited for the story, and I'll also go over in a future video about the new rank division as well, because that is another interesting thing that they have added into the update. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys actually think about this particular update, as well as the crystal jam section. All right, I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, HyRool, you're saying this because you play the game and you spend money on it and your cookies are literally almost all 5-star ascension. I know that that's gonna affect you guys. However, starting this season, I'm gonna actually move on to a free-to-play account so that I can actually try to connect with you guys more, and of course feel the pain that you guys are feeling as well, and only use my main account really for testing purposes. So hopefully I am able to connect with you guys more during that time as well. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about that, and again about the update. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.